In a 2018 film, a character delivers one of the most powerful lines in modern cinema. "Bury me in the ocean with my ancestors who jumped from ships, 'cause they knew death was better than bondage." That wasn't just a movie quote. It was a direct, spiritual reference to a true story, a powerful, terrifying truth that history books often forget. This is the story of Igbo Landing, the sacred ground on the Georgia coast where nearly 75 West African captives, people from the Igbo ethnic group, made a collective, unbreakable decision: no life is worth living in chains. The Igbo people inhabited what is now southeastern Nigeria. Unlike many centralized kingdoms, the Igbo were known for the decentralized, democratic, and fiercely independent social structure. But in the early 1800s, this fiercely independent spirit made them highly sought after by European traders. By May of 1803, a shipment of Igbo captives, estimated to be around 75 to 100 people, had survived the unimaginable horror of the Middle Passage. They were landed in Savannah, Georgia, a major port in the American slave trade. Here, they were sold to agents like John Cooper and Thomas Spaulding, destined for forced labor on the harsh rice and cotton plantations of St. Simon's Island. The trauma was not over. They were shackled and packed onto a small coastal vessel for the final, short voyage from Savannah to the island. They were new arrivals, saltwater Negroes, and their spirit had not yet been fully broken. It was aboard this smaller ship, just off the coast of their final, terrible destination, that the Igbo spirit chose to fight back. The exact details are pieced together from a few surviving accounts. The captives rose up, overwhelming their captors. Some say they ran the ship aground on Dunbar Creek. Now free from the hull, but surrounded by a foreign land where more captors waited, they had a choice: surrender to a lifetime of bondage, or choose something else. Led by their high chief, the group made their final, unified decision. They did not run into the forest. They walked, shackled together, into the brackish water of the creek. They marched, singing a song in the Igbo language. Oral tradition holds the lyrics to be, "The water spirit brought us, the water spirit will take us home." In an act of mass suicide, they chose spiritual freedom and dignity over physical slavery. They drowned themselves, not in despair, but in a profound declaration of sovereignty over their own souls. For the Igbo, death on one's own terms, especially in the water, meant returning the spirit to the ancestors. It was the ultimate, defiant rejection of the slaver's power. It was an exercise of agency. The event was immediately profound. It was a victory for the human spirit that the enslavers could not deny, yet tried to suppress. Over the next 2 centuries, the story of Igbo Landing didn't just survive, it transcended reality, and became a foundational myth for the Gullah Geechee community, the descendants of enslaved Africans on the Sea Islands. Today, the site itself is officially recognized. For decades, local descendants and Igbo people from the diaspora have held ceremonies at Dunbar Creek, bringing closure and honor to the ancestral spirits. It stands as a profound marker, not of tragedy, but of ultimate, unyielding spiritual victory. The Igbo Landing is a story that refuses to be silenced because it reminds us that the human desire for freedom is stronger than any chain. The 75 Africans who walked into that water over 2 centuries ago left us with a chilling lesson: you can capture a body, you can sell a life, but you can never, truly, enslave a spirit.